Hi guys, and welcome to Angling For You. Today join me on the fantastic Candy Corner Fisheries in Doncaster, and we've just hooked into the first fish of the session. Today's film is going to be about all different methods that we can fish. We might settle on a couple, but it's mainly about just exploring the fishery. It's the first time I've been before. I've had a nice chat with Jamie, the owner. It's absolutely stunning. We're on AJ's pond to start off with, and he's informed me that a lot of these carp really know where to go. So if you see me, why I've left it out in front of me, and that's why, because I'm just letting him sort of cruise around. There's no big rush. I see a lot of people bullying fish in, and it's not needed. These are big stamp fish here on an average, and there's just one going actually past the elastic. And I'm fishing shallow, but not super shallow, probably about 1.5 foot deep. I started on 6 inches because I've seen a lot of fish cruising. But confidence wise, I think we've had a lot of rain, and we've got a really hot day today, so they're not really sure about it yet. But there's absolutely stuffed full of fish here. We're just I've changed that depth to sort of 1.5 foot, and pretty much within 30 seconds to a minute it's gone away. Now these fish are absolutely strong as anything, and I'm paying them a little bit more cautious than I normally would, having taken advice. If you fish venues and new venues, and especially ones where the fish are good sized, it's always good to take a bit of advice from people. Put things on the group last night, talked to a few people about what the fishing was like, and obviously with Jamie this morning, and that can sometimes save you from losing a lot of fish, and obviously make you have a better day. So like I said, we started off, it's not super shallow, like 1.5 foot deep. There's a lot of fish cruising about, and this one feels like a good old lump. But if you've noticed, I've not gone silly size elastic, but then again I ain't gone light. It would be very silly to sort of go light when a lot of these fish that I've seen cruising around into good doubles at figure size. But I haven't gone ridiculous, so I've got sort of an 0.16 main line, an 0.15 bottom, and a size 16 hook with a band. But this is Progen's purple. It's around a sort of 16 H. I would put it against as like a Preston 16 H. So it's super stretchy. Landed fish up to 18 pound on this, no problems whatsoever. But it just gives me a bit more control around the fish, and as I said before, they seem to know exactly where to go, and this one's no different. There's a lot of features. This is one thing what's good about Candy Corner, especially having watched a couple of videos of other people and the other 2 lakes, which I haven't had a chance to walk around yet. There's a lot of features, and that's what you want when you're fishing. Plenty of features to fish to, and it's so strong, this fish. Not seeing anything about it yet. It's not a bad fish, not a ginormous fish, which I didn't think it would be to start off with. But this is where you can start to now put your pressure on it. It's had a roll. It's had a little bit of oxygen, and this is where you can now start stripping your elastic when they're starting to tire out. It's like a little mirror carp. Like I say, this elastic's really forgiving, super stretchy, wonderful fight, super fit, these fish. So I'm just taking my time, not rushing it. Nearly there. It's no point in stabbing at it when it's like that. He's up and he's in the net. And you see that balance gear there, we're not fishing ridiculously heavy gear, and we don't need to, because it's balance, and that's what it's all about. And that's hooked absolutely perfect in the corner of the mouth, just where you want it to be hooked. Let's get the hook out. Try and give him a hold up. He's a lively lad, so let's see if he plays ball. Beautiful fish, absolutely pristine condition is that. Let's get him back in that net and see if his mates are out there. Right guys, sorry, just looking out into the distance there, absolute pigs jumping around everywhere. It really is a venue to come and visit this if you're wanting to catch some big fish. So let's go quickly through the rig. We had a little chat about it when we were having that fish on, and we'll have a little talk about it now. So I'll get close up to the camera as always. So we've got a little Progen tackle float. It's probably a little harder than what I would normally use, but I'm fishing a little bit far out today and I want a bit more visual on the float, because we're actually striking these bites as we're not fishing super shallow, so normally obviously that would be taken by the elastic straight away. So it's a 0.3, and like I said to you, it's 016 mainline Progen Gen Pro line. We've got little bulker number 9s, and that's down the line, that's giving that little splash effect, and that's onto a hook link of 015, and as always a little KKMB hook, and that today is a size 16, and it's got a little band on it with a 4mm, and it's Fishery owned pellets that you need to use when we're here. So I'll just flick that round, and the elastic we're using, like I said, is Progen Hydrocore, and it's the purple, which is around a sort of equivalent of a 15H, a 16H in a Preston elastic. Super forgiving, super durable. Right guys, into the second fish. This one is testing out the see if I were talking utter crap about Progen elastic, because it's heading to the island. So, but we've this is why we're playing them sort of out further away, because there's plenty of snags around. So let that elastic do the work, sink the tip, try and maintain a bit of angle on them. So what you don't want to do is try to point it directly at the fish. It's not what we want to do. So this fish looks like probably a good sized fish, this one, I'd say so. At the moment it's just a 13 metre hit and old job. This is when you think to yourself you should have got your 14 and 16 metre sections out. Just letting that elastic, that lovely Progen elastic, do the work. And this is what I was saying to you, even though it's sort of a set rated to a 17, it's really is durable. Like I said, I've landed up to 18 pounders on this bad boy, no problem. Let's hope that whatever's attached at the end of this we get in, and it fits in my 16-inch landing net, which by the feel of it may be in a challenge. Let's back onto there and get some line back on him. See, he's done all the work now, he's tired out there, and this is now where we can put some pressure on him and get him into the net. Beautiful coming, and he's into the net. And this is why, when I was talking about landing nets as well, that it pays to spend a little bit of cash on your landing net, get a nice one. It's a lovely fish. Let's see where he's hooked. Oh, perfectly hooked in that lip, and just hooked in that lip as well. Get him up in, hoping it is going to play ball, because the colours on this one's fantastic, especially with that bit of sunshine. Give him a couple of seconds in the net, see if he'll play ball. Look at the colours on that, absolute stunning fish, beautiful condition, again lovely colours. Let's put him back in that net and get back out there. So as you saw, I went shallower because I saw those bigger fish, and I thought about going back deeper. Went back deeper, and within a few catapults, you know, we're back onto the fish. And that's what I say when you fish shallow fishing. It doesn't always mean shallow. You've got to work it. You've got to work at the depths. And as Jamie just rightfully said, as soon as that ripple came back as well. It's so important when you're shallow fishing. Sometimes you can just feed and slap and nothing happens, and then that ripple comes on and the back, and that's just what happened in that scenario. So let's get another pellet on and get back out there, see if we can have another. Right guys, just a little quick one. Obviously you've seen me fishing over that line, and just a little good idea is to have either a bomb or got a little Jura banjo here with a short sort of 020 uplink with a size 16 KKMB, and what I'm trying to do is I've got some little wafters, and I'm just going to ping just a little overhand cast over that area where we've just been fishing the shallow to see if we can pick some up. Obviously we just had that fish straight away, and it's just a good little thing to have with you. So I'll get back in the box into something that hopefully feels quite good on the paste. And this is a nice fish. This is the first time I've been to Candy Corner. You'll have seen my first video, which will have been up before this. This is a follow on to that session. So this is the part of the day when obviously you want to be catching those bigger fish, and this certainly is a good fish, that's for sure. That's a beautiful fish. And I'll just go quickly through. I know I've fished paste in the past, and we'll go quickly through this. We're fishing it at a little bit longer length today, so there are a couple of do's and don'ts that we'd need to address that are a little bit different. No point in rushing these fish. They're all good fish in Candy Corners by the look of it. Seen tons of cruising around. I've had some lovely fish today, and all of them have been in immaculate condition. Jamie obviously spends a lot of time looking after this venue and these fish, and they absolutely go. I know they've had a sort of a week of water, so I sort of anticipated that there'd be a little bit of beans in them. But what I've noticed is the colours of them, the golds and the bronzes in them. It's amazing. You'll see if you've watched the first video that we shot last week, but it'll also, if you watch hopefully when we get this one in. And the good thing about Candy Corn is there's always a chance that you're going to hook something really silly. There's a lot of high doubles in this pond, and I've seen plenty of those around. And if you watched, like I say, if you watched last week, I did have one at the end of the video, or mid video, that were definitely into double figures, and they're just so full of beans. Never want to give up. I don't want to bully them too much. Here we go. Oh, it's a ghosty, is this one? That's beautiful. I just want to get his head up. No point in trying to rush him into the net and risk losing him. There are some real beastie ghosties in here. I've seen some earlier on the surface. They were massive. There must have been close to double figure. Close to 20 pounds surely. Back on them were massive. Oh, it's all straight mirror actually. I thought it were a ghosty, but it's just as nice. Obviously a nice start and perfectly hooked in the lip. I'll just get him unhooked and I'll try and get him lifted up for you. Let's see if he's gonna play ball. We'll try. Well, fantastic fish to start. Absolute clunker, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty more of them. Let's get him back in the net and see if he's got any mums and dads out there. them out and I'll load it. Right guys, you see a great net. We'll just hold one up. Fantastic net of fish. Great venue to come and fish on. Candy Corn. I'll put all the links in the description below. Come and have a great day's fishing. Even this is the back end of the year as well, so you can imagine. Great, loads of fish and fantastic people. So we're just going to hurry up and get them signed off. Join us on the Facebook group, Angling For You. Join us on the Instagram, angling_for you. Like and subscribe, guys. Thanks a lot. Tail lines.